They were looking at euthanizing him because he had what we call a little chicken wing. So the breeder essentially deemed him unsellable. And the rescue came and picked him up and they brought him to the hospital that I worked at. And our team decided that amputation would be the best course of action for him. I was the one that recovered him from anesthesia. And he came home with me then because I couldn't let him go anywhere else. I thought he was the most perfect thing on the planet. And then I eventually adopted him and he's been with me ever since. I was interning with the company that I am the director for now, 3D Pets. And I knew that they would be able to help him. Once Trip had recovered from his surgery, we brought him into our office where we used our scanner to kind of move around him and capture his body. And we were able to create a jacket that was entirely custom to him for his prosthesis. And then we added the leg portion to it and he was good to go. It was not easy to convince Trip to use his device. He would much rather just kind of be a floppy puppy rolling on the floor. But then we figured out that if we used a tennis ball or we really played with him, that we could get him moving. So once we got him up on his leg, he was able to start doing things that he had never done before. When he was fully grown, we got him his final prosthetic. That was when he was able to take his first walk. Before then, I would only bring him around in a wagon because he would get too tired. He couldn't keep up with the other dogs. And then once he got his prosthesis, he was able to come with me and we went on hikes. I think the longest that he's been on since then was 3 miles, which is incredible. It's not ever something I'd imagine him to be able to do. Good job. That's awesome. He goes to the dog park. He plays fetch. He does all these things that are incredibly life-changing for him that I never could have imagined when he was just a baby rolling around in his stroller. Trip, without his device, is kind of a couch potato. This is where he spends most of his time. But with his prosthesis, he's able to kind of keep up with wherever I'm going. He will chase a tennis ball all day long. He will never stop. He loves to play in the snow. And so he has his own custom ski attachment to be able to ski and flip through the snow so that he can play in it. He also loves the water. So he'll run through sprinklers, through creeks and streams. In summer, essentially, you'll always see Trip wearing his prosthetic in the water with a tennis ball in his mouth. Trip is one of the happiest dogs on the planet. He spends most of his time at Springfest with us. He'll come. He'll hang out. He'll show off his device. He'll play fetch. I am so lucky and so thankful that I am able to give that to him. We've never known life with 4 legs. We've only known life with 3, and he makes the best out of it every day.